Denny Hamlin's enjoying what's happening behind him, with Kenseth putting all kinds of pressure on Harvick because Hamlin has a huge lead out of 4.
It's showtime at the Brickyard, and it looks like Denny Hamlin is starting to show second and third just how fast he can go, but can he make it last for another 7 laps? They're back to 1.
Hamlin comfortable for now. Harvick not so much, although as I say that, oh, and Denny Hamlin hit the wall! A car busted loose and the leader hit the wall at the exit at turn number 1. Caution on the course at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Caution flag number 9, and Denny Hamlin close enough to almost smell victory lane here at the Brickyard. 7 laps to go.
Massive, wicked hit. That's the 3rd one today we've seen, Jeff Hammond. I mean, just massive hit for Denny Hamlin.
You know, there's been a lot of concern about that situation today. The 20 car, Eric Jones, even Denny Hamlin himself had been talking to his crew chief, wondering whether or not his tires would be able to go the distance, and it looks like he may have lost a right front tire.
AMR safety team is on the scene right now. They got the window net down. It looks like Denny, they're talking to him right now, hoping that he is okay after taking a really, really nasty hit over there in the corner, Doug Rice.
Watching the safety team attend to Denny Hamlin. Crashes here with 7 laps to go, single car incident. And Brad Gilley, I know I heard from you earlier that there was some concern. We're watching Denny get out of that car now. I kind of wanted to pedal until we saw him get out of that car because it was a wicked crash. You can see him. He looks a little bit dazed, but he is okay. Brad, you were telling me just a moment ago that several teams were kind of concerned. Did they have enough tires to get to the end?
Yeah, Tyler Reddick was talking to his crew chief, Randall Burnett, pretty much lap after lap, really worried about it. He started by asking, how deep into a run are we compared to the teams that had failed some tires? And he told, look, you're probably still about 6 or 8 laps away from getting to that point. Tyler Reddick was feeling some vibrations in the race car. He said the car was starting to tighten up on him just a little bit and was very concerned about that. He actually backed his pace down by about a second because he had a big gap on the car that was behind him, which was Clint Boyer. So this caution is good for them. Reddick just radioed in and said, look, I'm a little bit tight, but I really can't afford to be any more free than I am right now. Still waiting to hear if we're going to see any pit stops coming in this time.
Brett McMillan, I know you've been following the Kevin Harvick saga all day.
Yeah, I mean, he really felt like he needed to just be careful and manage the tires. That's something he's been talking about doing all day long. Just be careful and managing those tires because he knew how hard that they would run on these tires. And Denny Hamlin's pit crew, you can imagine how devastated these guys are. I mean, it's, you know, you start packing up the pit box, it's kind of business as usual, but at the same time, you could just see the faces. Just they knew they had this race, and to have the tire explode like that and just watch this, it's just their faces just dropped. Their heads dropped, and then it's back to business. Let's pack it up, head on to Kentucky.
As he rockets up into turn number 2. Our 9th yellow of the day. We'll take a timeout, come right back to Indy.